Hey guys, welcome to another video, and this year I joined the GMTK Game Jam. If you don't know what a jam is, it is basically a marathon development, where a lot of developers can make their games in a certain time point. I participate in the GMTK Game Jam, which is the biggest jam in itch.io's history, again. Alright, so I kind of forgot to record these first parts, so you're just gonna have where I'm already fiddling around and trying to make it work. So my idea here was that you have two squares. One of the squares can't go through dark objects while the other can't go through light objects. So as you can see, I'm playing around with that right now, and it looks pretty fine. Also on the bottom I have a counter, and I was actually making this on the same day of the Euro Cup, so yeah, that's fun. So I was doing this for a while, and I was working on this for too long, and it just wasn't working. No matter what I did, I couldn't get a detection system to detect when both of these squares are on, so ignore the Discord notification I just got. So I just had to abandon the project, like this idea, for after a while, when I just simply realized that it's just not going to work as I'm doing it. So I eventually settled on a tower defense game, but instead of being a tower, instead of being a character that is controlling the towers, you actually are the tower yourself. I really like this idea because it fits with the theme way better than the last one. And yeah, as you can see it right now, I'm searching for these, characters, you could say. And I actually already have a downloaded thingy for that. So as you can see, I typed in the name of the project right there. That was pretty much the name that I kept for the whole entire project. And I started out by making a movement for the character, and then making him move to the closest block. Now I kind of cheated this after a while, and I finally settled on this, that he's pointing to the blue block, and then, yeah. So now I was just modeling a bullet. So this is actually, before I wanted to make a sniper, I wanted it to be a bullet, and yeah. So I already put the blue background and some pretty simple textures with a pretty advanced textured monster. So he is now going to be running all the way to the closest character, and we're just running to the tower. I then added some code to the bullet so that it's always pointing to the enemy and going to your mouse cursor. I then implemented some code where if you, the more time it takes, then it would simply, the more time it takes, the faster he gets. I really wanted to add that. So I did, and then I started making the clones. The clones were very important, but this is when I realized that I can't have them going both to one. So I tried to fix this for a while when it wasn't working, and I eventually went to bed that night, for it was already pretty late. Alright, so it's the next day, and the first thing that I did is I changed it from a bullet to a sniper. I'm not actually showing this, but yeah, I did do it. After that, I created some textures for when a tower gets destroyed by just removing a bit, and after a while, it started to work pretty well. I was already getting pretty close to the end result, and I just played around a bit with what my best score would be able to be. And now I'm just I wanted to create a special font for the score, but after a while I just gave up on that because that'd be way too difficult. Also added a center point and started to add the menu by now. And the center point is basically where all of the monsters are going to, so that they're not basing on one tower. I then created the menu and searched for some buttons, created the play, and I added some code so that the play button actually works, because at this point my game already was pretty much completely done. So I started making the play button, but then I realized that with the sniper that I had in place, you couldn't actually press the button, so I had to convert it to bitmap. And so, as you can see right now, I'm just looking for things how I could fix the sniper, but nothing would really work. So I would eventually convert it to a bitmap instead of having it be a vector, and I just removed a few pixels from the middle so that you can still click through it. As you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. It was still a bit hard, so I removed a few more, and it was working pretty good now. The game was pretty much already done, so all I had to do was make everything look nicer, add in how to play, and yeah, this game was pretty much already done. This is my first GMTK Game Jam, so I hope you enjoyed. A link to the game is in the description. Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm polishing everything a bit more, and right after this I already get the perfect strat to sacrifice one of your towers and then just defend one of them, like the other. So right now I'm just making nice, better textures. I create a nice tower texture and a background, and I go for the same idea of removing some pixels just to destroy it as a destruction. Right, so the game is pretty much already done. It's just a bit more polishing, and right now I'm just testing it to see that everything works. And I also almost forgot sound effects. I had to quickly check again because I needed sound effects, obviously. So I got sound effects quick from Cossack, which has free sound effects, and I implemented them into the game. Now I didn't actually use sound effects, I used only video. So, yeah. So here I'm downloading the project, and it works pretty fine, so it's time to upload. Sorry if this is going too fast, I'm a bit lazy right now to fix that. So yeah, I actually forgot the theme here for a second, so I had to search for that again. I create the itch.io page, looks pretty nice, if you ask me, and it's still going to be in the description, as I said a few minutes ago, or seconds. I just took some screenshots and added them so that people can find it easier. I then uploaded the game, and yeah, that's pretty much where I am.